this camp, we didn't have no spies, no cops called on us, none of that crazy shit. So it was good. It was smooth. And we ready to show. We ready to see. You know, we never been to this bridge before either. You know, this is exciting for us, man. People don't understand when you grind this hard to make it to this point when it manifests, you're excited. You're like, thank you, God. You really did this, God. You know, so people don't understand why we nonchalant and you know, we seen this in our head for years. Even when it wasn't there, we seen this moment. Now we here. Power. You can't make it to where we make it doubting yourself. And doubt gonna come in. With every person, doubt gonna come in you in some form. Maybe I might not make it. In your head, we all humans. But yo, hell no. And you gotta stand on that. Nah, we gonna make it. We gonna make it. And that's how you make it through the storms, man. So if you can't feel that, I don't know what to say to you. You need some willpower within yourself and some courage and drive within yourself as a man, you know. So it is what it is. As soon as I was fighting for him, I already knew who fight like Farmer. I already knew the team to get to bring in to give Floyd the advantage over Farmer because I like I said, I'm a fan of Farmer's. I like Farmer when he was flipping houses and all this other shit because I was a fan of Farmer from somebody who come from losses, even from his first one to travel up that mountain and win. That's what made me become a fan of Farmer. So I've been studying his style. So it's easy. But that's why I brought in Elijah Pierce. And there was other fighters. What's the name of that other guy, the Spanish guy, who switched southpaw for you?
Don't put me on the spot.
Well, it's a couple of other ones. I can't remember their names right now, but it was like about 4 sparring partners. About 15 rounds, 4 sparring partners. So they thinking we're going to run out of breath in 10 rounds. They bugging. He in for a long night. The whole goal wasn't putting down sparring partners. Floyd didn't even work his power. The whole goal wasn't power on him. It was angles. It was feet. It was creating openings against a guy who tried to use a Philly shell and roll one way. So, you know, Floyd already got power. We don't have to use power because if we had destroyed our sparring partners, they wouldn't have lasted 6 weeks. Knock Farmer out. What you think the world gonna say? Because the world giving me some bullshit. Like some of your friends are even in these comments. Once Floyd knock or stop Tevin, what is this conversation after that?
We're gonna have all male supporters. They gonna call.
You hear him? He talking about
They gonna all your supporters. They gonna call in on the live and they gonna say, "I'm sorry, Master. I'm sorry."
Master?
Yeah.
They calling you Master?
Yeah, they call me Master.
Because you're a master boxer?
No, because I'm a master. I'm just saying, because I'm Master.
Okay.
Like no Diddy.
Said I'm the master. Nah, but what you think they'll say? Shakur don't want to fight us, Ray B. Shakur don't want to fight us. I was paid to stop him because then that belt come on our side of the street and it's easier to make a fight. On our side of the street against Zepeda. Kid Austin versus Zepeda will be a lot easier for Golden Boy to make and blow up big than trying to go across the street and splitting with this promotional company and dealing with all those bosses. Because it's hard enough getting a fight through Golden Boy. Now you got to go through Golden Boy. You got to go through the zone. Like for this fight, you got to go through MVP, the zone, Golden Boy. So to get something done, I had 3 companies I had to go through. And then you got to wait because this one got to check with this one lawyers and that one got to check with that one and that. It's like a whole big process. It ain't as easy as people think from my standpoint as a contractor. So it would be easier if he was on Golden Boy side of the street for us to lock in that deal. Yeah. You never know because Shakur hands hold up. If Shakur hands don't hold up, that changes everything. Everybody's saying Shakur might outbox him, but what if Shakur hands don't hold up? And this guy keep pressing pressure and this guy can't throw punches. Then who win the fight? So to me, it's like a 50-50 because you never know with Shakur. But last fight, he was shaking both fucking hands. So it's like, and this is the only way you're going to hurt a person. Now, if you can't throw hard because both of these are hurt, how are you going to stop a swarmer that's on you throwing 100 punches around? So I don't know which way this is going to go, but it's all on Shakur how he took care of his hands. He needed a swarmer because that's going to bring the excitement, like a Floyd Mayweather fought versus who did Floyd fight that was a swarmer? That guy, the drunken master. Manuel Augustus. So this is going to be Shakur Manuel Augustus test. because Floyd took punishment there too. So Floyd had to show heart. Floyd had to throw, grit, everything. So Shakur gonna have to show a lot more than boxing. They think Shakur gonna just run all night and box just in case he can't. Then do Shakur got the energy to dig in and fight on the inside and the hands to do it. So I don't know. Look, to get him the biggest fight, especially since his hands is giving out. He's talking about retiring in like 2 years, I believe Shakur is saying. So they looking for the biggest fights because he don't fight 3, 4 times a year. He only fight like once, maybe twice a year now that his hands is like that. So they looking for the Tank Davis fights, the like big names that he could generate 10, 20 million because like a manager get 20% of that. And so, managers want to make in the millions too. They don't want to make 100,000. They want to make 2 million or shit like that. So Shakur get 10 million, this one make 2 million. And then the promoter get his cut. And then this one get his cut. It's all business. So they're gonna look for the biggest day. If Kid put this dude in a coma, and it looked like they're gonna generate 20 million off of the Shakur and Kid fight, they might do it because they're gonna have to give Shakur like 5 million. And they give Kid a couple of million. And then they gotta pay other things. So it's just business. It's a lot of politics. It ain't in boxing. It ain't like you could just walk on the court and say, I want to fight, and they say, okay. Mouthpiece.
What?
No, what he's saying is like I could like he's the goat at talking shit or talking, and I'm telling him hell yeah, I done created 7-figure. I'm not doing on that pity shit. You see, I don't live in that P Diddy world. I don't live in P Diddy world. So no, anybody who look at that need to look at their self. Anybody who got to pause off that as a man, you need to look at yourself to have a thought to think, oh, he talking about dick. Only a guy, those type of guys think that. A real man that ain't into that, I don't give a fuck how they think. That's their gay thoughts. When I'm talking about is me talking, yeah, I generated 7 figures from this throat talking because no dick's going in my mouth. So I don't think no bullshit like that. So anybody think that, y'all really trapped in this world, man.
You might want to get some therapy on.
Nah, I'm not from the generation of pause, all that. I'm not like that. I served time in jail, and I'm not scared to say that. I served 8 years in jail for shooting people. I could never had no problem in jail. So like I don't walk with that reputation in no hood I go through and nobody I deal with. So P, I'm a throat go from talking, not from whatever y'all thinking as y'all took it. I took it like talking. You could type back when you talk about talking and you're talking about sucking dick. Because how they responded, like on some P. Diddy shit. You could tell me which one you would talk about. But anyway, what was the question? Hell yeah, I'm wild. They should know that I'm wild. Auntie, you talked about my forehead. I love my forehead. Sade got a big forehead. Y'all say she's sexy, right?
Yeah,
So, I'm telling you, women love his forehead. They love kissing his forehead, Alchemist. I'm telling you. I got 7 kids by 5 different women. And women problem now because having too many of them. So, I don't know what to tell you about the auntie comment. They love my forehead. They love my drive, so I don't know, Alchemist. But here's a hug, brother. That's a hug for you, man. But what your question was, I just had to echo Alchemist because he was having a fit. Nah, he needs some love. When a person do that, he need love, man.
That's right now.
And trade skills, this like a bunch of times you said that. Nobody could duck Mason. How is that a duck with Mason?
Bro, he got.
I asked them 2.5. They want to give me $1 million, but Oscar giving me 5 million. You do the math, weirdo. Do the math, brother. All you got to do is the math. Which one are you taking? The 1 mil, they not even meeting us what you said. You was going to take half of what Oscar was giving. That's not a duck. They won't even meet 1/2. So you're going to go to 1 million and leave 4 on the table. That's why your girl left you. But, but go ahead, next one. Nah, I love this. Please make sure y'all subscribe to his thing. Y'all can ask some comments, pay him some money, brother. Don't ask no dumbass comment. You wasted your damn money.
Yeah,
the Dominicans stand
up. If you're not giving Mill no money, don't even type no comment.
We'll go after the IBF first. Because I think dealing with the Mason or the Shakur, you're going to have to deal with Jay Prince, their great business manager. So they're going to want the A side. They're going to want more money. They're going to want